What gear do you really need to run 100k?
All of this?
Let's find out.
Okay. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Between Miles.
Hi.
Today we're going to talk about what gear you need for 100k. 100k. It will be my first 100k in
Less than a week.
What is it? Yeah, like five days from now. 5 days from now. So it was about time to ask Lydia her expert advice on what you actually need when you run 100k. So what we've done, or what I've done, I made a packing list, potential packing list. And today I'm going to ask Lydia what I actually need and if that list is
Accurate.
complete, what I might be missing.
And also I think we're going to put it into categories of like, you will need this and you will need this, but it's more optional. Like, you don't have to go out and buy it. You could probably live without it for 100k. So things are definitely more important than others.
Yeah, cool. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I think the first thing, so I have based this packing list, which I will link in the description, or maybe I will even put a fancy QR code on screen so you can download it. I will make sure that it's correct. So we'll maybe, change it a little bit after this video. Just
See if your
adjust
list is correct.
Yeah, I will upload the correct list. But the list is divided into sections of running gear, nutrition and hydration, body care, pre and post race. And then I also have what I will put in the car, which is kind of similar probably to what you could maybe put in potentially a drop bag if you have that for during a race, or like maybe during some 100Ks you might be able to have a bag that is at a specific aid station. So maybe that would be some of these items.
Or if you're really lucky, you might have crew with you.
Yeah,
a friend that's volunteered their day.
That's so my category is what I will put in the car. So that could be what you give to your support crew if you have one. Okay, so we're going to start with running gear. Let's first up, running shoes. Good? Should I take?
Yeah. 100%. Need running shoes. And I guess with 100k, you're probably going to be needing trail shoes, or at least like road to trail. I'd imagine not many 100ks are completely on road.
Yeah.
So at this point, you've tested them out.
Yes.
They're good to go.
They're good to go. Although I'm actually not running on these shoes, most likely. But I might take them as my backup shoes. So that's actually the second thing here is backup shoes.
Yes, 100%. I would actually say this is super important. I recently had this in my last race. I started with a pair of shoes, never had a problem with them. All of training absolutely fine. And then at like kilometer 40, I was like, I feel like there's blisters coming. And I changed shoes and I was fine for the rest of the race.
Yeah, so
but if I hadn't packed those spare shoes, you've got to suffer through. So even if you think, oh, the weather's fine, there's going to be no problems, I won't need to change my shoes, it's always good to have a spare shoe.
Yeah. So I think always important, and also maybe depending on your course, like our course on Monday is pretty much flat, mostly road, maybe some gravel for the good first maybe like 80k. We only get to probably more trail towards the end, so maybe I will even change from road to trail into trail. So depends also on your course.
Yeah.
Okay. Good socks, obviously. I'm taking anti-blister socks that I have. Many people running 5-toed socks.
Yeah, I don't like those.
Yeah.
They're not. Ooh.
They're good.
Gust of wind.
Last time the camera fell. So you don't like the 5-toed socks?
I'm not no, I find it I don't like gloves either. I have to wear mittens. I don't like things in between my toes or hands. But I have heard they're good.
Yeah.
Are you going with those?
I don't have any, but there is a pair on its way. But I think it depends. If I can test them out before, maybe if I like them.
Yeah.
Need to be able to test them. Nothing new on race day.
Nothing new, especially on a 100k race day.
Exactly. Shorts, good shorts.
Yeah.
Done. Might put some recommendation on screen.
Yeah.
Love Autopia's trail shorts. We love a lot of shorts.
Yeah.
Lydia has way more shorts than I do, so she's got probably 10 recommendations and I have about 2. So, yep. Running top, sport bra, all speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Do you have anything specific about tops that you think are important to note?
I like a top that fits well for a running vest.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
obviously if you're doing like a
Good point.
marathon or a shorter distance race, it feels fine wearing something that maybe is loose or has a really low neck, or even just a sports bra. But when it comes to longer distances and you know you're going to be wearing a hydration vest, you want to make sure there is no chafing.
Yeah.
So I like something with like, even if it's a vest, it's a higher neck vest. So usually like a man's version of that vest, because anything low will usually mean that the hydration vest will rub on my neck somewhere.
Yeah.
And as soon as that happens, I'm just like, oh,
Yeah.
it's the worst.
Yeah. So I mean, again, like good if you're able to test it out.
Yeah, test them all out, because sometimes even the material like just moves more
Yeah.
and super slippy.
Yeah. Good one. Okay. A hat. So finally, we can grab the bag because obviously a lot of these things I was already wearing, but a hat. Do I need a hat? Is that necessary?
I'd say it's good to have. I mean, obviously not super necessary.
Yeah.
Not like you can't do 100k without it, but
Really? I thought like this superpower.
yeah.
Like, but no. Okay.
I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean, it's a, yeah. I feel like
I think not
you could,
everybody.
you could survive without it.
Yeah, I don't think everybody loves hats, and I think it's totally okay if you don't want to wear a hat.
Yeah.
But it's
It's a good
just-
option to bring.
and it's gonna give you
That
some
or
shade.
a bandana or a snood. What are they called, a snood? No, like a, there's like,
The snoot is like over your nose.
yeah. So I think they come into the same category. If you bring a bandana, a hat, or a snood.
Like a buff.
Yeah, buff, that's the word I'm looking for.
But
They're all in the same category of like, you could use them for either sun covering, dust,
keeping you warm.
keeping you warm, keeping you cool, because you can dunk them in water and then put them on. Nice. They're all in the same sort of like, I'd bunch them together as like,
Yeah.
assess your race. If you're going to be racing in freezing cold or rainy conditions, maybe you don't need a hat, maybe you need something warmer. If you're going to be racing in super like dirt track, then bring a buff because it's good for dust.
Yeah.
So it's like assessing what you need.
fair. And I guess like with the buff, you can also indeed, if you dip it into ice water and then you put it in your neck, it's nice and cold.
Yeah. There's also ones out there that I have yet to try, but I want to. They're a bandana with a zip.
Yeah, for
And you
ice.
put ice in.
Yeah. I've seen them. The hot
Oh my goodness, they
the-
look great.
US.
Yeah, the
you guys
US.
are ahead of us there.
Yeah.
Okay, sunglasses.
Again, assess the race.
See if it's
You're-
sunny.
Yes, yeah, sunny.
If it's not sunny, probably not necessary.
Yeah.
I
you're gonna
like
need
these
them.
ones from SunGod, but they do actually end up still sliding down.
Is they?
That is like, it's a great brand. SunGod, you guys are great, but I just have such a small head.
I've got
So
a
they
big head, I've got
still
no problems.
go. So you know, if anybody's watching this that wants to sponsor me some other glasses, or SunGod, if you want to make some smaller ones, they have really good
For
guarantee.
tiny heads.
Yeah. Maybe I should order kids.
Children's ones.
I think that's it for me. Next time, but I will still take them.
Yeah, yeah. Always good to
because
have.
even if they slide down, like it's just you know, and if it is sunny and you're squinting your whole race, it's just
Yeah, it's horrible.
yeah, that's not nice. Okay, what would you recommend actually? Sunglasses,
I wear Alba Optics.
elbow optics.
Yeah, they
Okay.
come from cycling, so they're definitely non-slip, and they do ones that I would say are a bit smaller. They more like wrap around your head. Not wrap around your head, but
Yeah,
yeah, they're good. I like them.
I've seen them on you. They're good. Okay, headlamp. So I brought my little, it's like this little bag still with stuff from Madeira, with my
Head torch.
head torch.
Yep.
I've got 2 in here.
Nice.
These are rechargeable.
Nice.
They still work. Necessary?
Yes.
Necessary.
I would say for an ultra, especially 100 kilometers, even if you think, or maybe you've done 100 kilometers in, 10 hours before, you just never know what's going to happen on 100k, and you just don't want to be stuck out on the trails in the dark. Like say, something happens and you end up having to walk for 3 hours, and all of a sudden you're into darkness. You just don't want that.
Yeah. And I guess for most races, it's going to be mandatory.
Yeah.
You have to.
It will be, yeah.
Yeah. Same goes for the next thing. So I wrote this down for us specifically for like maybe in the evening, a light jacket, but most races will make this mandatory.
Yeah, most races, depending on the weather of the day, it will either be a cold weather or wet weather kit, or it will be a hot weather kit. So that usually means...
Opa. Good save. Okay. Let me put something next to me.
Yeah. No!
Maybe we need to take...
Oh, there we go. No, that's
okay. Okay, we might be okay now. Keep an eye on the camera.
good. Yeah, so wet weather kit will probably be, instead of a light jacket, it will be a tapered seam jacket, waterproof jacket.
That I have with this one, because
Yeah.
it was necessary on our 50k Madeira that Lydia built on.
Yeah. I mean, I had run
And
500
so she
kilometers.
she had a good reason. It's fine.
And then
Still
obviously
sour.
you've got like hot weather kit where you're going to have more water bottles. You're probably going to have a cap as mandatory, things like that. So when it comes to races, you will have mandatory kit, and they will tell you a couple of days before which one of those. I mean, you can usually tell by looking at the weather what you're going to need, but they will tell you what you need, and they might check you.
Yeah.
Obviously, this one isn't a race as such, so we don't have mandatory kit.
Correct.
But it's just always good to know what the weather is going to be like and then assess, because it's just best to be over prepared, especially when if you have crew with you. Why would you not bring stuff?
Yeah, you might as well. Better to have more than less.
Yeah.
Could you hold this for a second as I
Yes.
grab the next thing? Because the next thing, now the back is our protector of the camera.
The next. So now we've moved on to nutrition and
Yes,
hydration.
correct. We're moving on. So I'm gonna, actually I'm gonna grab this one. I will put your back here for a second.
Yeah, of course. We also have a special guest today. Squid.
Squidly. Okay, so in this, first thing I guess is hydration. Hydration vest, I mean. So depending on your 100k, it will be a specific size.
Yeah.
This one does not have like the capacity for a full-on bladder. I mean, you could have a bladder in here, but a small one, I guess.
Yeah.
Does have enough capacity though for, I would say, 2 bottles.
2 500 ml.
2 500 ml, and personally I will be wearing shorts where I could stack an extra bottle if necessary, but like we have a support car along the way, so we don't really need much more.
No. And what I actually really like with vests like this is what I'll do if I know I'm going into the day and it's going to be warm, is I'll have 2 in the front, and I'll put an empty one in this back pocket, and then as it gets to midday I'll pull this out, fill it up and leave it in the back, and then I can switch them out once the front one has become empty. Because I'm someone that I just don't like bladders, especially in a race format. If you're filling up a bladder at the back, I just know I can't do it.
Way
so
more work as
having
well.
3 bottles is great.
Yeah, so this has space here in the back. You can leave more stuff. So, okay, hydration vest, important, and make sure that you have the capacity that you need for your specific race.
Yeah, and obviously with that comes soft flasks, which is nice on the
so
list.
that's indeed like the next thing on the list was just have some proper soft flasks. Guess like we both now would highly recommend just the ones from Hydrapack.
I think they're pretty much the only ones you can get.
No, you can buy
really?
on Amazon really cheap rip-offs.
I mean, I guess
and there's a lot of brands, but Hydrapack, like it's nice because they have such a big opening.
Yeah.
You can easily throw in like anything.
If you're buying a hydration vest from, the major names in hydration vests, when it comes to like Solomon, North Face, what else is there? All of those that come to mind.
Most of them come with flasks.
They come with flasks, especially if you're looking at a bigger, if you're going from 8 litres, 10 litre vests, they will come with flasks.
Yeah. So good hydration flasks. What's next on my list?
And then we have race nutrition.
Yeah, so got a bunch of stuff here. I think like it's so specific to everyone, right? But I brought like a bunch of things that I will be taking with me. So we've got, for me specifically, I have like normal gels.
Yep.
Just normal ones, nothing special. Got caffeinated gels.
Yep.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, and I think personally, when it comes to anything that's an ultra, I would be looking to take my caffeinated gels when you're getting into the second half, maybe even the like 3/4 of the way through, because you don't want to be having those caffeinated gels at the beginning. There's just no need for it.
You don't want to crash also.
Yeah, you don't want to have to uptake that caffeine, and like, well, once you've taken it, now I've got to keep that up. It's not like a marathon where you're sort of spacing them out and just keeping on going.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know how long it might take. You might be out there for a long time, so you want to have that boost later on in the race.
Yeah. So
Well, that's
safe
how
then.
I use my caffeine.
So with 100k, are you looking at distance there? Like, would you say 80k, or are you looking at time?
I'm probably looking at time, just in the sense of like, how much time do I think I have left in this? So if you know how long, you know, when you hit maybe 70k, if you know you've got say 4 hours left, then I'd be like starting to look at taking in some,
Okay.
just to
That
keep
makes
going.
sense. Then I also have bars. So like this is kind of like a dry bar, and this is more like a chew, just for variety. And I'll be taking drink mixes. I'm probably gonna take this one from Morten with me, but I actually have ones that are lower in carbs, because this one is 78 grams of carbs
Yeah,
in one,
yeah.
which is a ton. This I would space out over 2 bottles myself, but the ones that I have coming are like 30 grams of carbs each.
Whereas I have 90 grams in one bottle. Power it! Whoa! Carbs!
I mean, that's awesome for you. I'm not trained to that, but also I think like with carb mixes, what I just like is that you, like by having it in one bottle and not in the other, you can go as you please. And personally, I've found that whenever I do use carb mixes, I don't realize that I'm consuming them that much. Like I don't feel that you feel the effect, but you don't feel it on your gut. So I find it just a really nice, easy way to be able to still get more in. So I'll be taking like 2 of these drink mixes with me, and then I have like 6 30-gram carb mixes, just like I can space it out. Obviously, I'm not having all of those in my pack. Like those will be going into the support car.
I mean, I think that's why I like the 90 grams of carbs, because I put it in one bottle, and it's not like a gel. You're not taking 90 grams of carbs in one go. You're constantly sipping on it. So I would sip on that throughout a really prolonged period of time, like half an hour to an hour. Yeah. Which I just find quite nice.
Yeah.
Obviously, if I was ingesting 90 grams of carbs in one fell swoop, I'd be like, whoop.
Maybe I should test it one day.
Might find me behind the bush.
I also am taking some like basically like jelly cubes that are completely natural. That is like the one other thing that I will be carrying. So I will maybe even show those on screen. Depending on where you live, you might be able to get them as well. They're made from like guava.
Yeah.
So like the fruit, so it's like 65% guava, 35% just table sugar.
Yeah.
So it's like more fructose than glucose, which is kind of nice. I'm not going to be hitting probably the limit of like 60 grams of carbs, 60 grams of glucose that your body can actually work through. But obviously, like if you are doing high carb or more than 60 grams of carbs, it's good to have fructose as well, because basically your liver can only process what is like 60 grams of glucose per hour, or like mostly, basically, I think it's also other types of carbs, but fructose has like a different transporter and can go sideways.
Nice.
So you can still get more carbs in. That's why often with like the super high carb mixes, you find a mix of different things, of different carb sources.
And then we have the extra stuff.
Yeah.
So the real food.
Wait, oh yes, the real food, yes. So the real food is my little cubes. And in my case, that's, well, I will be buying candy, maybe some bananas. But that's probably...
Sometimes like a peanut butter and jam sandwich is quite nice.
Yeah.
That's like quite an easy one to have, because you're getting sugar from the jam, and then you just got white bread.
Yeah.
Just sometimes nice to change it up.
have some actual food.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
last race we had quesadillas because it was in America. I didn't actually eat any of those. It's sort
Yeah,
of
the
like,
cheese would sit with me, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that.
but sometimes some fruit is quite nice. I really like some pineapple or strawberries
Yeah.
or watermelon. Not as like an actual carb source, more of just a relief
Yeah.
of all the other stuff that you're eating. It's just so refreshing
Yeah.
and so nice to have like just a couple cubes of pineapple to be like, oh, that was nice.
Yeah,
Now we
something
carry
else.
on, yeah.
Yeah. I
Especially
think-
on a hot
yeah.
day, it's just super nice.
That's why we will be taking a Tupperware with us. I've also thought about taking actual, like making some white rice.
Yeah.
Just if I don't feel well, that's an easy one. Being attacked by flies.
We are.
Next thing on the list, there.
Body care.
No, did I? No, we're at electrolytes.
Oh, we skipped electrolytes.
Oh, we skipped electrolytes. But electrolytes, guys. So the one thing I wanted to mention there is basically like these ones are powders. I have some more powders coming my way. I personally find like the first longer race I did, I had electrolytes in the form of tablets with me, which I think are great for many occasions. But what I found was when they were shaking around in my hydration vest,
Yeah.
it became like dust.
Yeah,
Especially
so I think
towards
these
the end.
sachets.
Yes.
Yeah, so sachets are great. Or I think the only brand that does them is Salt Stick. You can get tablets that you chew on
Yeah.
that are salt, which are great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm the same. I always had
Yeah.
tabs and they're super annoying.
There's a few that do need like also just capsules,
Yeah,
like pills
yeah.
that you can take. Personally, I don't know. I like also like having the mix just for
Yeah.
to not only be
Sometimes it's a
drinking
bit of a hard
water.
hit when you chew on them or you have them like that. It's like the salt just hits you in one go, whereas when you're sipping on it, it's quite nice.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's also just the flavor. It's
yeah.
nice. Okay.
But electrolytes, super important,
Super
especially if it's hot.
Yeah.
Super, super important.
I have a whole lot coming. It's
Yeah.
great.
Now, body care.
Body care.
So we've got Body Glide, so anti-chafe,
Body
sunscreen and
Glide.
lip balm.
So this is a bit of a rip off, but it works. Obviously, you can also have official Body Glide. You
Yeah.
can have just Vaseline, I guess.
Yeah, there's one. I think there's one called nut butter. I mean, there's loads of them out there.
Just something. This I would say is actually really important. On most of my runs, I never have any problems with chafing, but then when it comes to races, I have found that the most important for me is to protect like this area, and it's like basically just put it around where your hydration vest is, also on the back. Like
yeah,
it's
I'd
just
say
an
for
extra
me it's
protection.
where my bra sits.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of the time in races you have a lot more in your pack than say you've been training with, and
Yeah.
you know it's not like it's heavy. It just like is a bit clunky, and so then it rubs on your bra.
Yeah.
And I don't even feel it in the race until I get in the shower afterwards,
Yeah, and
and
then
I'm
you're
like,
I've had this so often. You get in, you don't realize it's there.
yeah.
Oh,
And you're literally just like, I mean, I
hurts.
guess it's fine because you don't realise at the time. It's
Yeah.
annoying at the time if you can feel it, but yeah, that.
to avoid that, it's good to have this.
Yeah,
and
sunscreen, obviously lip
obviously,
balm.
yeah, and I think also actually with the Body Glide, also just put it on the place where you could maybe shave. Like,
Yeah, and some
just
people
be
put it
great.
on their toes. Some
Yeah.
people put it all the way around their toes and then put their
Interesting.
socks on, and it apparently helps with blisters. I've never
I believe
tried
that.
it, don't know, can't vouch for it, but I have heard. And some people dunk their
Would make
feet in
sense.
Vaseline as well,
Yeah.
and use that to anti-blister.
I think it would
I
make
feel a
sense.
bit wet though.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, because it dries up pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, sunscreen. I actually have it with me. Yep, I took
Yeah.
everything, guys.
Sunscreen, lip
Sunscreen.
balm.
This is actually a stick, which I like. If you are traveling, super handy because if you're only traveling with your carry-on, you might just not be able to take a bigger bottle, and this you can also always take.
Then we've got pre and post race.
Yeah.
So we want to do hoodie for the finish line and the car ride back, flip flops for
Yeah.
post race, maybe a power bank, and also protein bar or shake.
Yeah, I felt like it's good to, like I personally, after this effort, I just want to recover as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
So I want that, probably protein shake, maybe the bar. I think I will just have both options depending on how I feel. I can take either or, but just knowing that I am ready to recover, for me that's important. I can imagine that people finish their 100K and they're like, whatever, I'm done. Like, we know that at the end of this finish line on Monday, there's actually a beer waiting for us. Like, great. But I do want something to kickstart that recovery process as well.
You want some food. Usually at races, you will have somewhere to get food. Most races will have food given to you at the end. Probably more like aid station style food, but at least it's something to get in.
They might have some protein shakes or something like that.
Yeah. And then it's just nice to, get your shoes off and relieve the feet as soon as possible.
So looking at this list, well, then we get to what I will be putting in the car. So I think it's good to go through that really quick. But a lot of, like we've already mentioned all of this. So it's dry socks and shoes. Another shirt, because in case it is annoying me or in case we get super wet or whatever, just have something extra there. Extra nutrition. I have blister plasters, like Compeeds basically. I think our support car has that, and if you're doing a race, I already said that.
Oh, sorry.
But if you're doing a race and you get to an aid station, they might also, like, they should have these things. But okay. And then I had indeed like Body Glide. I will be putting it in the car. Ibuprofen, the headlamps because we don't need them till later, the jacket, and then maybe, and this also, like we said, it depends a bit on your course, the poles. So for us, there's a hill at the end. For some other people that are maybe racing, they have it throughout. I think poles make a lot of sense. Like, I've seen you use them also just on flat bits sometimes, just for the extra push, power, support.
Yeah, especially when you're getting into the end of races, even if it's been a flat race. Yeah, it can be. It's just like something nice to do with your hands, something different to do. Yeah. If you're tired, it does just give you that not motivation, more like momentum.
Stride.
So, yeah. So you're just, even if you're walking, it's actually a lot better when you're walking, just to use them and like keep that sort of going. Yeah. And that power. It's super nice. And if you know that you're going to be doing 100K and walking a lot within that 100K, then definitely grab some poles.
100%. Yeah. So that's it. Did I forget something?
No.
My phone, I guess.
Yeah, phone actually. I mean that will be a mandatory if you are in a race, because they will probably tell you to have your race director's number on there if anything goes wrong, and also it's a backup GPS. Oh, I get your watch.
Yeah, and the watch charged. Like, I'll be charging it to 100%.
Your GPS of the route on there. Yeah. A lot of races, 100K, they will actually have it as a mandatory. Yeah. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Some sort of GPS, and the route will be mandatory. Yeah,
and obviously
because there are markings on races, but you can get lost.
I think it's so easy to get lost.
Yeah, especially if you're going into the night. Yeah. Like, you can't see them that well. You need to rely on your phone a little bit more, or your watch a little bit more, and that route.
I kind of believe that if you don't get lost during a trail race or an ultra, you didn't really race.
Yeah. You were paying too much attention.
Yeah. I'm going too slow. No. I always get lost. I think that's it. The one other thing that I'm thinking about, which I will not be taking this time around, but depending on the race, I would take headphones. Depends.
Yeah. So, I mean, I for every single race I've ever done, I always pack headphones, and I never use them. Yeah. Like, ever. But I just know that one time I won't pack them, I'll get into some funk and I'll be like, I wish I had my headphones.
Exactly.
So always nice to have as just in case.
Yeah, I think it's better to overpack than underpack, and like, obviously you might regret that during the race, but imagine the other way around, that like if you didn't have something that you were actually happy with that you ended up packing. So
and I think
I know one more thing. And some tissues.
Oh yes.
They're not on this list. They should be on the list.
Yeah.
Tissues for on the way.
Yeah, because you will need to find a bush at some point.
Yeah.
and go to the bathroom.
I do actually, well, actually, I didn't have them on the list, but do have them with me.
Nice.
They are always in the pack, ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Some
good to have
tissues,
that.
and then if you have crew or anything, have some wet wipes.
Yeah.
Have a little wet wipe.
Okay,
So,
that's it. I
Yeah.
think so.
I think so.
Okay, so hope you're ready for your 100k. You know what to pack now. You can download the packing list, including wet wipes and tissues,
Yeah.
somewhere on the screen. And yeah, good luck with your 100k if you're doing one.
And will we be chatting to everyone after the 100k? Is that the next time they're seeing us? A little debrief of this race?
Yeah, I think a little debrief with some footage from the 100k. Maybe we will even ask our fellow runners what they thought of their first 100k. Because believe it or not, I think except for Lydia, it's the first 100k for everyone.
Oh,
Or at
yeah.
least that they're finishing.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have some DNF first. But, I think it is, so it could be fun to do like a quick little round.
Yeah. Nice. Well.
So if you want to see Coach Lydia with her 6 little ducks, stay tuned for the next episode.
Yeah.
All right, see you guys in that one.
See ya.
See ya.